Hello students, myself Srimati Deepa Deshnur and we are dealing with the topic gravitation. This is the second video on the chapter gravitation. The points covered in this video are acceleration due to gravity on the earth and how this acceleration due to gravity varies, on which all conditions its value is going to vary. So with respect to height above the surface, what will be the value of acceleration due to gravity? As you go below the surface of earth, how the g value is going to change, and with latitude, what will be the value of acceleration due to gravity. So first we shall see what is acceleration due to gravity. So in the first video we studied about gravitational force, Newton's law of gravitation. So according to the Newton's law of gravitation, if there are two objects of mass m1 and m2, they attract each other. They attract each other, and this attraction is due to the mass. This attraction is due to their mass. So, because of that, according to that law, Earth is a massive body. Earth is a massive body. If you place any object nearer to the earth, let us consider capital M is the mass of the earth, and we are placing any object of mass small m. Now, according to the gravitational law, the earth and this object of mass m, they attract each other due to their masses. They attract each other. Now as the mass small m is smaller, it get attracted towards the earth. It get attracted towards the earth and it starts moving towards the earth. It means earth is exerting the gravitational force of attraction on that object. So as the earth is massive, it cannot move towards that object. Earth cannot move towards that object as it is very massive. The object will move towards the earth due to the force of gravitational force of attraction. So it starts moving towards the earth. So when any object is moving with some force, it will get accelerated. If any object is moving with some force, it will get accelerated. Now here the object is moving due to the gravitational force. The object is moving due to the gravitational force. So the acceleration produced in that motion is called as acceleration due to gravity. As it is moving due to gravitational force, the acceleration produced in it, acceleration provided by that force, is called as acceleration due to gravity. So now we'll see what will be the magnitude of the acceleration due to gravity. For that, let us consider, let m and r be the mass and radius of earth. Let m, capital M, be the mass and r be the radius of the earth. And we are placing a small mass m, we are placing an object of small mass m nearer to the surface of earth or on the surface of earth. If you place it a little bit higher than the earth's surface, it is almost considered as on the surface. So we are placing that object nearer to the surface or on the surface of the earth. Then according to the Newton's law of gravitation, the force acting between the m and the earth, the force acting between the mass and the earth is given by F is equal to G m1 m2 by square of the distance between them. m1 m2 m1 m2 divided by square of the distance between them. m1 is mass of first object, m2 is mass of second object. So first object is earth, its mass is capital M, small m is the mass of the object, r square is distance between them. It is nothing but the radius of the earth, because we are considering the object on the surface of earth. So the distance from center of the earth to the object is r, is nothing but distance between the two objects. Let us take this equation as 1. Let us take this equation as 1. Then, according to the Newton's laws of motion, the second law of motion, force is equal to mass into acceleration. If force is exerted on any object, that will be equal to mass, the product of mass and the acceleration of the object. So according to this equation, you can rewrite the equation. Acceleration obtained by that object due to gravitational force will be equal to gravitational force divided by mass of that object. Gravitational force divided by mass of that object. Now substitute the value of F in this equation. You will be getting G, capital GM M divided by small m by into r square. The m get cancels. You are going to get G is equal to capital G M divided by r square. So capital G is the gravitational constant, m is mass of the earth, and r is the distance between two objects, or nothing but radius of the earth. Now we shall see how we can write this acceleration due to gravity in terms of density of the earth. So let rho be the mean density of the earth. Then mass of the earth can be given as mass is equal to, see, density is equal to mass by volume. So mass will be density into volume. If rho is the density, what will be the volume of the earth? As it is a sphere, its volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 4 by 3 pi r cube is the volume into density. Now substitute this value of mass in the G equation. So G is equal to 4 by 3 pi rho r cube. When I substitute 4 by 3 pi r cube rho into G divided by r square. So this get cancelled. So what remains is 4 by 3 pi rho G r. So this is the equation of acceleration due to gravity in terms of density of the earth. It is in terms of mass of the earth. Now we'll see how the G value varies. The variation of gravitational acceleration. The first case is above the surface of earth. As we go far and far away from the surface of the earth, thousands kilometers above the surface of the earth. So you can say it is at height or at altitude. You may ask, what will be the value of G at altitude? Altitude means at height from the earth's surface. So to solve that, the acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth is G is equal to Gm divided by r square. So this is acceleration due to gravity on the surface of the earth, where r is the distance between two objects. Suppose we are considering the mass m at a height of h. at a height of h. So here we are considering a mass at a height of h, at a height of h above the surface of earth, so that the distance between earth and mass becomes r plus h. So r plus h you have to substitute here in place of distance between the objects. Then acceleration due to gravity at height h is given by gh. Here in place of g, here you are going to write gh is gm divided by r plus h the whole square. The distance between the earth and the object is r plus h. Now let us take this equation as equation 2. Divide equation 2 by 1. Divide equation 2 by 1. Gh by g. So gm divided by r plus h the whole square. Cross multiplication r square by gm. So gm get cancels. What remains is equal to gm get cancels. What remains is r square by r plus h the whole square, or gh by g is equal to, from both the terms you can take r square common. Here r square is there. From the numerator, if you take r square common, 1, here nothing is there, so if you take r square common, you have to divide it by the same thing, h by r the whole square. So again this r get cancels. You're going to get 1 divided by 1 plus h by r the whole square. So this denominator term, if you take it to the numerator, it will be raised to minus 2. So gh divided by g, the ratio of acceleration due to gravity at some height to the acceleration on the surface of earth will be equal to 1 plus h by r raised to minus 2, raised to minus 2. So as h is very much smaller than r, so if you are taking h as a 500 kilometer, 800 kilometer, then it will be very less than compared to the radius of the earth. It is in 6400 kilometers. So h is very much lesser than the radius of the earth. So then we can expand it using binomial theorem. So when you expand it using binomial theorem, its value will be, if it is like 1 plus x raised to minus n, raised to minus n. If x is very much less than 1, if x is very much less than 1, then we can write it as 1 power term you have to take here, minus nx. So is it not, the x is nothing but our h by r. X is nothing but our h by r. So as r is very much higher, if you write something like 0.1 divided by 1000, you are going to get 0.00001, which will be less than 1. So as this term is less than 1, we can apply the binomial theorem. So what we are going to get, 1 minus power term into the x value. 1, the power term is minus 2, and x value is h by r, h by r. So we are going to get gh by g is nearly equal to 1 minus 2h by r, or acceleration due to gravity on at some height h will be equal to g into 1 minus 2h divided by r. So this is the equation for acceleration due to gravity at altitude, at height or above the surface of earth. The next case is variation of g with depth. As we go below the surface of earth, how the g value, small g value, is going to vary. For that, let us consider, if the object is on the surface of earth, then the value of g on the surface of earth is given by g is equal to gm by r square. Gm by r square. So let us write this equation. Let us write this equation in terms of density of the earth. In terms of density of the earth. So substitute the value of m. Mass is volume into density. 4 by 3 pi r cube into rho. So substitute the value of m. So you are going to get g value. This is already solved here. We can take from here also acceleration due to gravity in terms of density 4 by 3 pi g r rho. Let us take this as equation 1. So acceleration due to gravity in terms of density. Now, if the object is at certain depth, d, from the surface of the earth, if this is the surface of the earth, the object is below the surface of the earth at a depth of d. Here is the mass. So the effective distance between the object and the center of the earth is nothing but r minus d. If you subtract this, this is the effective distance between the object and the center of the earth is nothing but r minus d. So in place of r, we can substitute r minus d, the effective distance. So acceleration due to gravity at a depth d is 4 by 3 pi g r minus d into rho. Let us take this as equation 2. When you get the ratio of equation 2 by 1, gd by g, so this is the equation you are getting. Finally, everything get cancels. 4 by 3 from the denominator and numerator, pi, g value, rho value, and finally what remains? R minus d divided by r. R minus d divided by r. From both the terms, if you take r common, here we are going to get 1 minus d in the numerator, 1 minus d in the denominator, r. So again this will get cancelled. So that is, if you take r common, it is 1 minus d by r. 1 minus d by r divided by r. So r get cancelled. So what remains is 1 minus d by r. That is gd by g. If you want to have g d value, cross multiply g into 1 minus d by r. 1 minus d by r. So this is the equation for acceleration due to gravity below the surface of earth at a depth of d from the surface of earth. The third case is variation of g with latitude. Now we'll see what is latitude and why the value changes. So as you all know, earth will rotate about its own axis along with rotation around the sun. The earth will be rotating about its own axis. Now due to this rotational motion, any body on the earth surface is experiencing the centrifugal force. And ಈಗ ಗುಂಡ್ಗ ಏನಾರ ಒಂದು ಕೀ ಚೈನ್ ತಿರುಗಿಸ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ನೀವು ತಿರುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಕೈ ಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದ. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ಎನಿ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ staying on the surface of earth will be experiencing the centrifugal force, but why it is not getting thrown away from the surface of the earth? Due to gravitational force. ನೀವು ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ಟು ತಿರುಗಿಸಾಕತ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದೂರ ಹೋಗ್ತದ ಅದು ತಿರುಗಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ಭೂಮಿ ಮ್ಯಾಲಿರುವಂಥ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸು ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಭೂಮಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಎಸೆಯಲ್ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಿರುಗುವಂಥ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರಿದ್ದಾರು, on the surface of rotating earth, whatever objects are there, they will be experiencing two forces. One is the gravitational force due to the mass of the earth, another one is centrifugal force due to rotation of the earth. So this rotational force, the centrifugal force, changes with latitude. Latitude change ಆದಂಗ ಆ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಫ್ಯೂಗಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಕೋತ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಅದು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆದಂಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಲರೇಷನ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ನೌ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್. ಲ್ಯಾಟಿಟ್ಯೂಡ್ ಏನು ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಆಂಗಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದ ಇಕ್ವೇಟರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ the line joining the point on the surface to the center of the earth. Suppose ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಪಿ ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲೇ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅದ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಸೆಂಟ್ರಿಗೆ ಒ ಪಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಲೈನ್ ಕೂಡಿಸ್ತದ. ಇಫ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ at a point P on the surface of earth, then the line joins the point on the surface to the center. Now this line is making an angle of lambda with the equator, So this angle is called as, lambda is called as latitude. So as you move away from the equator towards the poles, the lambda value is going to change. At the equator, the lambda value will be equal to 0. So as you move away from the surface of earth, so if this is P dash, the another point, the lambda value is increased. If you take another point P double dash, then this will be the lambda value. So at poles, if you take this point as Q, the angle between the line joining the object to the center of the earth to the equator, the line joining the object to the center of earth and the equator, the angle is 90 degree. So lambda value is maximum if the object is at pole, and lambda value is minimum if the object is along the equator. So lambda value varies from 0 to 90 towards the north and 0 to 90 towards the south. So due to, if the object is at some point P, it is experiencing two forces. One is the centrifugal force which is acting outwards. Another one is gravitational force which is acting towards the center. If two forces are acting on any object, what will be the resultant force? The vector sum of two forces. As the centrifugal force is very much smaller than the gravitational force, so the resultant G value can be given as G lambda, acceleration due to gravity with latitude will be equal to G minus R omega square cos square lambda. G is acceleration due to gravity when the earth is not rotating. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಭೂಮಿ ತಿರುಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತದ್ರದ್ದು. So as it is rotating, the acceleration due to gravity because of the rotation of the earth will be equal to G minus R omega square. Omega ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ angular velocity. ಯಾವ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ಲೆ earth rotate ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ತನ್ನ ಕಕ್ಷದ ಸುತ್ತ, with what speed earth is rotating about its axis is called angular velocity. Square of angular velocity into cos lambda square. So cos square of the angle or cos square of the latitude. Now according to this equation, we'll see what will be the g lambda value or acceleration due to gravity value with respect to the latitude. So at equator, what will be the lambda value? Lambda value is 0 and acceleration due to gravity is minimum. Lambda value 0 ಆತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರ cos value is 1. Cos value is 1. That is the maximum value of cos for angle 0. So cos value 1 atandra G minus R omega square. So something is getting subtracted from the G value. Something is getting subtracted from the G value. ಇರುವಂತ G value ದಿಂದ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಒಂದು ಅಷ್ಟು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ G dash ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ G lambda is minimum. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಪೋಲ್ ಕಡೆ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ object is at pole, lambda value is 90. So at poles lambda value is 90. So lambda value is 90 ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು cos 90 value ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ 0. So cos square 90 is also 0. So cos square value 0 ಆತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ cos square value 0 ಆತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಪೂರಾ ಟರ್ಮ್ 0 ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, r omega square. So what remains? G lambda is equal to G minus 0. We are not subtracting anything from G value. ಸೊ ಅದು ರೊಟೇಟ್ ಆಗದೇ ಇರುವಾಗ ಏನು G ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಏನನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕಳೀತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ G ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ pole if the objects are at pole, they are not experiencing any rotational force. If rotation is there or no, it doesn't harm the objects at the poles. rotation ಇದ್ರೂ ಆತು ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಆತು acceleration due to gravity ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರಬೇಕಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಅಷ್ಟ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಪೋಲ್ಸ್ ಕಡೆ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಪೋಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವ ಆಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಕ್ಕರ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟೇಷನಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ದ rotational force. So this is all about the acceleration due to gravity and how it varies with respect to height, depth and latitude.